Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Here's Darnold. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. Look at this. Big game, but fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And at the 19-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now they're setting up a screen here on the left side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 7, Jets 0.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
Concrete.
toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Tackled there by Rayshon Jenkins.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
So we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now it's Darnold. They go with the screen to goal. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Darnold from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be 4th down as well. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Jets 0.
On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
42-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
48-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of
on any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st down.
Now Gore. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's Joshua Kelly, the rookie from UCLA. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now this throw caught left side. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than I.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 18-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And the 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again, Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Badgley's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ashton Davis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he is caught. It's Perriman. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And that'll bring up second down. Darnold now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pass intended for Tariq Cohen, incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Murray on the coverage.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the second time. With it is Brown. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And his throw is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's a give to Barkley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. Quinnen Williams there to bring him down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. C.J. Mosley on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And he backs it away and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped real short of the 1st down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things everybody stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
The 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, LA. Marquise Brown, 82 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Michael Badgley.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And inches.
Darnold. He gets it to Brown. Complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jets, nothing.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
To start the drive, and it's complete. And they work this well outfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Herbert. And he'll let this one go deep for Chubb. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand?
And Herbert, his third interception, picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
I don't care what you is. You can't get none of this.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward, and he is all the way up past the 25. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Complete for Henry with a grab. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Henry.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts,
It's a loss of
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Third and long, it's Herbert. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout called here.
The tackle made.
Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way.